What is up? Happy Tuesday. This is our last live before the holidays because the next couple Tuesdays we're not going to do them because we're going to be celebrating. And Ursula's going to disappear for a minute because we have exciting news. StreamYard is working with Instagram now. So hopefully we're going to be able to stream over to Insta. So if she disappears like magic, that's why. And if you're here, pop on in, let us know. We're so grateful. And love holding these Tuesday night live space or Tuesday day lives. And it's a time to sample our services. So if you want a card, if you have a question, if you have anything going on, let us know.
It should be working on the Instagram side, everyone. Just as Mandy said, this is like an introductory thing with StreamYard. So it's kind of like read-only mode at the moment with Instagram. You can only watch it. You can't interact with us. It won't show us any comments or anything. And they're working out a tech glitch where it's only limited to 1 hour. So just
so
FYI,
when I open my
on that side.
I see something that says we're live like on the Instagram bubble.
Perfect.
So I'm going to hit that. Oh, yeah. And when I hit it, we're live on the Insta.
First time.
Great. All right. The shit's working. Great.
Woohoo.
Okay. So, rock and roll. Ursula.
Yes.
It's Mercury retrograde.
Yes.
And because of that, I'm at Lexi's house in Vermont with a kid home who can't be at school today, but he's hanging out and he said he's going to be quiet and cool. So we'll see how that goes. But if you hear kid or dog energy, that's why. And Jessie, she takes care of kids too. Uh-oh, you okay?
Yeah.
Somebody hit his head. All right. Time to let us do our thing now, right? Thank you, honey. So, Jessie's kids all got sent home early because of flooding. So the kids that she takes care of, she can't make it with us today either. Hey, Pete, glad you're here. So Ursula, what's going on with Mercury?
Yeah, so we're almost a week into this fourth and final retrograde of 2023, which will carry us through into January 1st, which will be the official end of the retrograde. And then we'll have 3 weeks till the 21st of the post shadow. So it's been a lot of what we're experiencing today. The tech thankfully is working and we have that on our side, but man, oh man, the reschedules and we had this wild storm whip through here Sunday night into yesterday. And I've never seen the ocean so kicked up as it was. And I've been living here 3 years now on the beach pretty much. And that was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe people were surfing. I'd be like, that's a suicide mission. No, thank you.
And Ursula sent video. It looked crazy.
Yeah, there were just like, it was like hurricane. It was like a hurricane out there. That's what it looked like. Yeah, it was just wild. And it's still a little kicked up today, but definitely not as much as yesterday. So we've got all the wildness of the seasons changing. And I think every season change recently has been some kind of wild storm that's rolled through around here, at least in southern New Jersey. So it's just been very interesting with all the shifts. And then the Mercury retrogrades are going to start changing signs with this one. So they've been in Earth primarily for the last year or two. And now they're going to be switching into fire. So we have that elemental change going on with the retrograde also. So that will feel differently to everybody this time around because that'll be one, the elements are different. So Earth is like very practical energy and grounded energy, and fire is that motion and energy of being, connected to spirit and action. So that vibe will change with the retrogrades, as well as they'll start happening in different parts of your chart. So think back to 2017, what was happening for you then, and there might be some repetitions and lessons and all things Mercury happening now with this shift that's going on. So yeah, and we had a new moon last week. So we're almost at the first quarter, which is a new lunar cycle that's happening. That was the last moon of 2023, or last new moon, and then we'll have the last full moon on the 26th, the day after Christmas. So there's a lot shifting in the skies for sure.
Quarter moons are like my jam. I don't know why, but it's a thing for me.
Yeah. It's like you get to face the first challenge with the first quarter square to what the intentions you set with the new moon. And then the last quarter square is like that last kind of push to really embody the energy of whatever you decided to do or let it go before the moon is full and you get that chance to release. So, yeah.
Thank you, Pete, for joining us. If anyone else is here, let us know. We're so grateful. This is our Tuesday live. Urs was just giving a little update on what's been going on with this retrograde. And Jessie can't make it because she's got kids who are home. And I am babysitting a kid who's home too. He's trying to be quiet, but we'll see how we do. And 4 dogs. So it's a little crazy here, but hey, it's the holiday season. That's when we welcome this energy. So if you'd like a card, if you have any questions, if you want a reading, let us know. And if you're just hanging and holding space, that's cool too. Lexi can't be here either because she's working, but she will be back for all of our January shows, which is awesome. And then on that note too, Urs, what do we have coming up? Even though it's the holidays, we still have a few things for you guys to keep your eyes out for.
Yeah, so I have a very special winter solstice planned for this Thursday, both in person and online. I'm doing a winter solstice reading special event at the Sage Lady shop inside Zen Landing Wellness in Mays Landing this Thursday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And that'll be very special, discounted for $21, 15-minute readings. And we'll focus on kind of what's in store for your 2024. We can look at where the retrograde's happening in your chart, where the Capricorn, the solstice is also when the sun moves into Capricorn. So we can look at that and kind of see where the solar energy is focused. And I'm really excited, but you have to book in advance online. We're not doing walk-ins for December at the Sage Lady. So we've got that going during the day on Thursday. And then if you're in the local South Jersey area, I would love to see you. Just remember to book ahead online. You can do that from our website or from her website, thesagelady.com. And then Thursday night, I'm doing my first ever, what we're calling astrological themes in cinema, my Star Lounge, and we're going to focus on the movie It's a Wonderful Life. And I've been spending a lot of time the last day or so putting together my presentation for that. And it's just nice to finally organize all of the ideas and thoughts that I've had watching the movie since I learned astrology into a presentation. And that's at 7 p.m. Eastern on Thursday night. And that's free. I'm offering it for free. And I just want to have a chance to really talk about this and get the ideas out and just have a discussion about all the really cool Cancer and Capricorn zodiac sign themes going on in that movie, as well as the moon and Saturn and just the dynamics. And before we hopped on the live, I was actually having a lot of fun trying to make a natal chart for George Bailey.
I think that's dope.
Yeah, I think I have it figured out.
I feel like you should share a little bit. I got to experience this kind of insight and magic in our Reaping the Rewards of Retrograde 1 season, and it was Capricorn season, and Ursula brought in Mary Poppins a lot. Maybe you could give a couple little examples of how this is kind of going to work, because it was really cool and it's really fun. Pete said, Cancer Moonbeep here.
Nice. So you might find this interesting, Pete, because there's definitely, so for that class that Mandy's talking about, that was during the Venus retrograde in early, I think it was 2022. And whenever I'm doing a class, I usually just try and pray to the planet like I would a spirit guide, and just ask for downloads or any information that might be kind of uncommon or more esoteric to kind of bring forward into the teaching. And I prayed to Venus for that class since we were teaching about Venus retrograde. And I woke up with the movie, scenes from the movie going through my head in a dream, and the song Spoonful of Sugar. So then I really dove into it. I watched the movie again, and it was a Venus retrograde in Capricorn. So all these really interesting things about Capricorn came through that are just kind of not the commonly associated themes of the sign. And that's repeating now with It's a Wonderful Life, because there's definitely a mystical element to Capricorn that I feel like is an untapped resource and something that's not really talked about much. So they're going to come through as well in the Star Lounge class, because there's a whole spiritual element to this movie that is just needs to be talked about. So I'm really excited about it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'm going to test out our live on Instagram and see if we get a comment that comes through. We're messing around with our new thing. I posted on the Instagram as it comes through, but let's see, because when we're on our StreamYard on the back end, we can see if somebody from YouTube comments, if somebody from Facebook comments. Pete said, which movie are you talking about?
So the Venus class, that was Mary Poppins. And what we're going to talk about Thursday night in the Star Lounge is It's a Wonderful Life.
Yep.
One of my favorites.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Pete, if spirit moves you, I'm open to a reading. Maybe you can get lucky right now, Pete, and we'll both pull a card for you. Maybe Ursula can go first and then I'll go.
Perfect.
All right.
You're welcome, Pete. So I have my Soul's Journey lesson cards for today's live again, and I also pulled out my Ask Your Guides deck. I figured Acceptance, Pete, is the one that came up for you from the Soul's Journey lesson cards. And the message on this one is, I am learning to accept the things that I cannot change. And I believe that is very much a part of the 12-step program as well, as what's one of the sayings or the prayers. So this is coming to you at this time for a reason, I'm sure. And the colors on the card of this deck in particular, I always pay attention to. So this is more like a indigo color. So that's associated with the third eye chakra. So there could be kind of like tapping more into your intuition, to your spirit site, meditation, dreams, anything associated kind of with things that we can tap into that we don't see with our actual eyes. So that is something that could be coming up for you at this time as well, associated with this message. And then I also pulled out my Ask Your Guides deck. So we'll pull from this one as well, because Spirit's always there to help us. Just like in the movie It's a Wonderful Life, it's all about a divine intervention because everyone was praying for George during a very difficult time. So I figured, let's couple this with this last live for the year and let's see what comes out. Solitude, Higher Self, card number 13. So the way that we can usually tap into our third eye and our spiritual sight and our intuition is by connecting to our higher self. And most times that is done particularly when we go within, when we quiet our mind as much as we can, so we can actually hear and feel the messages from spirit. And this is a very good time to be in solitude, being in this, winter time of the year. What I wrote about in our December soul broadcast was our inner winter. So it could be a good time to really just go within and just pay attention to whatever's coming through for you at this time.
Beautiful. Hey, Alicia, glad you're here. And I'm going to pull for Pete too. So I'm going to do one of my 3-card pulls today for Pete. For Pete. And for Pete. All right. First, I did the healing waters. And you've got beneath the surface. What's really driving you? True motives breaking free. There's this magical, potent energy happening right now with this retrograde, and you're a magic. You're a light worker. You're someone who has no choice but to tune into what energetically feels right and good for you. You're very empathic, and there might be some things that are crumbling away right now. It might be a time to really, like this is saying, see what's beneath the surface and what actually does motivate and drive you. I'm hearing that you've gotten really good at doing lots of things, but they don't necessarily fill you up, and maybe you're really good at things that drain you a little bit. And I'm seeing some things coming in to really connect you with spirit and your higher self in some cool ways. And it's going to be great. With that, you get the oracle, wait information. You don't need to put any pressure. It's going to reveal itself to you. What you need to do is just listen to it and not ignore it and do your with it as much as wait to receive. You then get Archangel Raphael, the divine physician. Thank you, Raphael, for shining your divine light upon my healthy body. If you're tuning into some things in your vessel that you're wanting some help and some healing with, I'm seeing things just calming down and feeling like better. I don't know if you've had any pain or inflammation or soreness or anything, but ask the angels to help. Ask them to be there for you. Ask them to come in and surround you in white, blue, and green light in particular, and know that they're working with you at this time. And it might be something, your physical being at this time, your vessel might be something that does drive you, that is, motivating you. I know for me, many of you all know, like I'm up in Vermont for the winter, which I'm so excited about with our sea goddess Lexi. And it's because I want to like drop into my body and snowboard and feel good. And for me, it's like all about the vessel. So there's a lot of this energy coming in for us to tune into that and see what's good. So I hope that supports you. And I'm glad you're here. Hey, Sophia. Oh, I'm so glad you're here too. And we would be honored to give you a message. And Alicia, if you want a card, let us know. And anybody else who's tuning in, I see there's some other viewers, but no commenters. And that's cool too. We love space holders. But if you'd like a card, just let us know. Urs, do you want to pull for Sophia?
Yeah. So, Sophia, I'm pulling from my Soul's Journey lesson cards today, as well as my Ask Your Guides cards. So we'll do Soul's Journey first. Empathy. I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. So that is very red and very violet. So there's definitely a connection here between your crown chakra and your root chakra. So whatever that message is speaking to, Sophia, we can connect those two chakras through meditation, through visualizing the energy running up and down our spine. And a lot of times it's very much about pulling the energy up and out and moving it through us. So whatever this is speaking to as far as trying to see both sides of a situation, I think that it's important to make sure that you're paying attention to anything that's coming up for you personally with this as well. So there's that from the Soul Journey lesson cards. And then in the process of having empathy, there could be some kind of magic that happens for you as well. And then from the Ask Your Guides deck, Discipline, Master Teacher, card number 33. So I think that if there's anything that in everything that I said related to the Soul's Journey lesson card is coming up as far as you and your own path to your personal mastery, but also discipline and practice, I think that this card is speaking to that as well. Yes, repeating numbers are the best. So you got 33. I've been getting 444 a lot personally. And the Soul's Journey lesson cards actually don't have numbers on them. So yeah, that's what came up for you, Sophia. Cool.
Full.
I love those. You're welcome.
I'm live. Let's see. I don't know. Oh, something's coming back. Meditation is on my list today.
Perfect.
Am I back in?
You are.
All right. Like, I'm just going to keep talking. But I was saying, I don't know if it froze, but discipline's my word of the year for 2024, and Lexi's too. And Bree, hey, I'm so glad you're here. Bree is Lexi's sister-in-law. I'm actually up in their neck of the woods in their place, so she knows where I'm at right now. And I'm so glad you're here, and I want to come spend some time with you in person soon, but we'll figure that out. Outside of the live, of course, sister, and we will definitely pull you a card. Sophia said fun is her word for 2024. I love that. Heck yes. Heck yes. And Brianna said she loved that too. Awesome. And then I think, did Alicia comment for a card?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to pull for her right now. One, okay. Doing my little three card spreads. 2 and 3. All right. First, for the healing waters, you've got the water codes. Ancient wisdom, the intelligence is within you. This is a time for you to truly tune in. You are a highly intuitive woman. You've been through hell and back, and there's a reason you're still here doing all the things you're doing. And part of that you get some reward with some really cool ancient knowledge, with tapping in, with realizing truths, and it feels good. And you start to just get a lot of information that you deserve to know about. And it's going to be nice. And just know that a lot of this is going to be coming in over the next month or so that they're showing. Meditation will help, relaxing, receiving, and it just makes you feel good and in alignment, and you deserve these codes coming in. You then get the night to be brave and to be honest. It's a time right now they're showing where, it's holiday season, things can be hard. There's opportunities for boundaries and speaking truth and different things coming up. And just get really brave and honest on you and what you want and deserve and what feels true to you and what you want to spend whatever time, precious free time you have doing. Get clear with it, because it's from your soul and it's calling you and it's rocking you and it's right all in there. You are very much a leader cell, and whatever energy you're putting out, others pick up around you. And it's so important for you to just tune into what's best for you at this time, because then you end on Archangel Orion manifesting miracles. Thank you, Orion, for manifesting your miracles into my world. So beautiful, positive reading for you. Time to allow yourself to receive a lot of codes and information and go within. And the more radically honest you can get with yourself, you go, girl, go for it. And I'm so glad you're here. Big, big love. Hey, Beth. Oh, yeah, we can get a card for you, sister. Don't you worry.
All right, I'll pull for Brianna.
Awesome. Breeze up. That's
two.
Your nephew in the background. Rai's here today with me, but he's being pretty good. So I have the door open. So if you guys hear kids, that's why. Auntie Mandy is babysitting. They call me Manny a lot too, which is fun.
Nice. All right, Brie, for you, from the Soul's Journey lesson cards, the humor card came up. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. I love this card so much because it actually has a Buddha on it. It's just, I think, one of the only cards in this whole deck that has an image like this on it. And it's all green. So that just screams heart chakra healing. So especially going through this time of the year in particular, like Mandy said, it can be hard for people. We're dealing with a lot as far as just societal pressures, family, all of the things. So definitely focusing on the lighter side, just try and find joy in the moments, be present. Your presence is present enough a lot of times. So just remember that as well. And then the other card from the Ask Your Guides deck is Deceit, Guardian Angels, card number 27. So I was actually just reading an email today from Diana Cooper. She's the one that wrote all the awesome books on like the dragons. And she's kind of like a fairy godmother, like we consider Louise Hay. And she actually has a webinar coming up about how to connect more deeply with your guardian angels. So I thought that was a pretty cool topic and thing for her to offer. And this could be a message for you as well, just to ask for help when you need it, especially when maybe you're feeling those feelings of deceit or whatever's happening, especially as we already said with the humor card this time of the year. So just remember that your angel team is always there to help you. All you have to do is ask, and your guardian angel is just full of love and has been watching over you your entire life. And that being, that part of your team spirit is always, always there. So this is also a cool message with everything we talked about with It's a Wonderful Life, because that's very much about divine intervention and guardian angels. So I hope that resonates.
Oh, I love those. And I get to be privileged to know that Bree's heart chakra has done a whole lot of healing this year. So I think it's really cool that green's coming up for her. Oh, yes. Lucky me. Yay. We're doing good, though. We've got peace at the moment. I've got 4 dogs and a 4-year-old at the moment. And hey, here we are. We're making it happen. I'll just hit mute if it gets crazy. It's real life. What you gonna do? And it's holiday season. It's the time this. Oh, no, we got a dog choking. Yay. I'll be right back.
All right, I'll keep it going. Beth, I'll pull cards for you. I'm so honored. Okay. Let's reset the decks here.
She's okay. She had what's called a reverse sneeze. If you guys ever hear dogs have, like, it sounds like an asthma attack, and they're like, and like it sounds weird and they're choking, It's called a reverse sneeze. And my vet told me you can cover one nostril with your finger and then just hold their snout for a sec and let them kind of catch their breath, and it'll respasm and they'll start breathing normal again. So I had to do that real quick. Vet said, yes, my dog does it and it freaks me out. It used to freak me out too. And one of my vets taught me that. And then it's like, it literally is done in like 10 to 30 seconds. If you plug one real good and let them get a few good sniffs and breaths in, it resets it. So there's your tip of the day, doggies. Go ahead. Go ahead, Urs. She's got you, Beth.
All right, Beth, this is a message for sure. So the first one that came out of the Soul's Journey lesson cards is balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. And look at all of the green and blue and indigo on that card. So it can be very easy to be thrown out of balance. So just make sure that you are keeping yourself in check as far as not overexhausting, which is the next card, or overgiving yourself in too many different directions. Just make sure to, especially if you're feeling that right now, find your center, stay in your center. And especially with the retrograde energies happening, as things tend to do, plans can get messed up, things get rescheduled. It's a time to go within, take the power in the pause and rest. So I think that that's kind of a part of this message as well. And from Ask Your Guides, we got the exhaustion card, Divine Helpers, card number 20. So there's definitely a message there as well as far as the number 2 and having the balance and paying attention to definitely not being pulled in one direction too far. I feel like that's a really strong message that's coming through on this one. And just rest, especially if you're being forced to rest, especially if your schedule gets cleared, whatever the case, just make sure that you're taking care of yourself and staying in balance.
I love the colors on those. That was really dope. Very bright.
Yeah, that balance one's beautiful.
Oh, I love it. Do we have anyone else on our list at this time?
We do not.
Well, maybe I'll just pull one for the week. And if anybody else is here and wants a card, let us know.
You're welcome, Beth.
All right. For the week. I'm actually feeling like maybe doing something just a little different. Louise.
Who was that?
All right. Instead of pulling a card, I'm pulling just a little something from Louise, How You Can Heal Your Life. And it said, if children gave up when they fell the first time, they would never learn to walk. Like any other new thing you are learning, it takes practice to make it part of your life. First, there's a lot of concentration, and some of us choose to make this, quote, hard work. I don't like to think of it as hard work, but rather as something new to learn. The process of learning is always the same, no matter what the subject. Whether you're learning to drive a car or type or play tennis or think in a positive manner, first, we must fumble and bumble as our subconscious mind learns by trial. And yet every time we come back to our practicing, it gets easier and we do it a little better. Of course, you won't be perfect the first day, but what you will be doing, you will be doing whatever you can do. And that's good enough to start. So say to yourself often, I'm doing the best I can. So I really like that message for the holiday season. Hey, Ryan, can you be quiet, honey? Thank you. Because we're on our live.
I don't want to.
He doesn't want to be quiet. KL Martini would love a card. So I'll hit mute for a second. We'll do that.
Okay.
Dude.
You want me to pull or do you want to pull?
Go for it.
Hand pink waving. I don't know what that means.
I thought I was
Right,
off mute. I thought I was off mute, but I think she maybe put or they put like an emoji up or something, and it's
Oh,
translating.
got it.
That's my guess.
Hi. Oh man, it's too funny when the emojis are translated. It's like I didn't have a cell phone until 2005. And that wasn't one with emojis. Okay. Surrender is the first card that came up. Let me pull the second one for UKL and then we'll see what our message is.
I love this cute kitty picture you got. Cozy.
Yeah. Okay. The first one from Soul's Lesson cards is surrender. I can release my need to control. And this is primarily violet. So I feel like there's definitely some kind of message there as far as tapping into your crown chakra, tapping into your connection to source, however you do that. And the second card that came out is creativity guides, card number 37. So that could be a call to tap into your creativity in some way. Maybe it's something that you started doing that you can deepen the practice a little bit, whether it's painting or writing, whatever the case may be for UKL specifically. I think that this is a really, really cool call to surrender to it. And especially if it's any kind of process that you go through to bring forward that creativity in some way, there's definitely an element of surrender when we're getting into flow and tapping in. So remember that you can release the need to control and that the messages may flow even more strongly, smoothly, or just come out in a different way once you allow yourself to do that and just really tap in. And you can call on your creativity guides for help with that as well.
I love that.
You like now?
Yeah.
Sure, you can help right now. Ryan said he wants to pull our last card of the day.
Oh, sweet.
All right, ready?
Mm.
I'm going to knock on it, and you pick one, and we'll show it to everybody. What'd you get?
Mm.
Whoa, that one's the Shield Maiden. Make plans and focus. Can you hold it up so they can see it? You can hold it right up like here. Ready? A little closer. Boom, there she is. Make plans and focus. What do you think? You think that's a good idea? No, why not?
No, it has.
Because why?
Cheese.
You make plans and focus all the time. Every time we get ready for school, right? We get our outfit ready, we get our boots on, our lunch packed, our coat on, and then we go. Mm-hmm. Thank you for pulling a card for us. You want to say bye to everybody? Wave.
Bye, guys.
That was...
Bye, these nuts.
Oh.
Bye, these nuts.
Whoa, you're being a silly goose. Say hi to your mom. She's watching.
Yeah.
She's on there. Say hi, Mom. She's one of the people watching.
Right there.
Well, her name's over there. Mm-hmm. Oh, geez. What are you doing? Covering your mouth when you cough? Right? Maybe. No? We're working on it. It's Mercury.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Good job. Did good on that one. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Do we want to share about our retreat before we go?
We definitely do. You want to go play? Yeah, we got our retreat coming up, and we're extending the end of our retreat coupon. So what is that?
Right now, the early Snowbird rate is available until Thursday. Hint, hint, we may extend that. So there might still be time to take advantage of saving $111 off the retreat. And if you just go on our website, right on the homepage, there's multiple links to get to it and check it out. We're almost half full. So that is really exciting as well. And you can look at pictures of the house that we rented and just explore the tentative agenda that we have planned for each day. And we're just really, really excited with everything that's happening with this and the community that's coming together. And I'm excited to get away in early March. It will be March 1st through March 3rd. And yeah, so that's all on our website. If you have any questions, let us know. We also have payment plans available. So just email us if you're interested in the payment plan. It's just a $111 deposit down. And then the second two payments will be January and February. And we're just super excited about it. And all four of us should be together. And It'll be loads and loads of fun. There's an outdoor hot tub, and it's just a beautiful property. So check that out and register soon if you're interested. And we have a coupon on all of our merch for the holiday season as well. This is through the end of January. If you go on, that's right on our homepage as well. There's a link to the shop. Just use code SG Holiday and you'll save 10%. And yeah, like I said, I've got the in-person readings coming up on Thursday, as well as my first Star Lounge free webinar, all about It's a Wonderful Life and all the juicy astrological themes in that movie. And we'll take a look at it through the lens of astrology. And I'm having a lot of fun preparing my presentation for that. So that's Thursday night. So we got a fun solstice planned. And yeah, we'll be taking a little bit of a break over the holidays. So this is our last live of 2023. And that's what we got going on.
That's what we got going on. It's Mercury. It's a time to take a rest. It's a time to celebrate and have fun. If you made it to the end of this live, if you want to hold soul space with me, I offer a 50% off coupon. You just type in Mandy, Mandee, live, Live, or live. It all looks the same. Sophia said, thank you for all your time and energy today. See you all in 2024. It will be fun. Yeah, it will. Fun and disciplined for this girl. Discipline can be super fun. I love it. And yeah, if you guys don't have a word of the year, if you've never played around with that, I highly encourage it. Many of my spiritual teachers, many of the people I know and love and work with, love to have a word of the year and use that, as they're being intentional each and every day, and then see how it plays out. My most transformational one was in 2017. I said, I am peace for a year, and it changed everything in my life. So this year I am disciplined, but I've been love, I've been freedom, free, all kinds of things. So whatever feels good. So I'm glad you brought that up again, Sophia, because it's a great thing to think about as we're ending the Gregorian calendar here. And as we're shifting into a new season, into winter, and as the sunlight returns. That's my favorite part. Everybody's like, oh, it's going to be so dark and horrible. Winter's coming. I'm like, winter is when the light returns. It's when it starts getting a little later, longer, and and things die off that don't serve you. It's all good. So we're just grateful. We love you all. We're glad you chose to spend some time with us today. Give us a like, a share, a follow. As Ur said, we've got 10% off in our merch shop. We've got all kinds of classes and workshops and things coming up. I'm going to be doing another tarot class series for 3 weeks in February. That'll be here before we know it. All kinds of things. So big love, and thank you all.
Bye, everyone.